Now more than ever, Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price, you want the lowest price. And with our lowest price guarantee, you can count on us for competitive prices on all your home improvement projects. If you find a qualifying lower price somewhere else on the same item, we'll match it. Lowe's, we help, you save. Price match applies to same item. Current price at qualifying retailers. Exclusions and terms apply. Learn how we'll match price at lowes.com/lowest price guarantee.
An angel in disguise she was, but somehow you fell for her. And though she broke your heart that day and left you in the rain, but still I love you. Angel in disguise she was, but somehow you fell for her. And though she broke your heart that day and left you in the rain, but still I love you.
I found it quite strange the way you said her name. And when you look in her eyes, I see the lust you can't deny. It's more to this than what you said, 'cause in your sleep you called her name. You say she's just a friend. I knew right then 'cause the rain began. Oh,
oh ha ha, oh ha ha ha,
oh ha ha, oh ha ha ha, oh ha ha, oh ha ha.
We saw y'all stealing from us, too. We know you took those woha-has. We saw you take them. We're suing!
Abe, drop the song. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Jade and XD, the blackest show about nothing. I am XD, aka the Chuck D of homosexuality, aka homo without a pause, aka the gay FEY, cause nigga, we all got pain, aka Fagnificent, aka Hoisha. Tell me that morning a new day is starting, it's me, aka your auntie's favorite auntie, aka Swing Low, no chariot, aka the black gay Mar, Lady Godiva was a freedom rider, aka Dank Mitchell, aka the gay Mary Poppins because I'm practically perfect in every way, aka Homo La Flor, Tanta Amor, aka Ian La Fagzant, penis! A.K.A. Barbara Streisand. People who need people. A.K.A. 19% because every day should have at least 19% of me. A.K.A. the male Donnie McClurkin. Catch it. A.K.A. I'm every woman, it's all in me. A.K.A. Shirley, the drag queen. A.K.A. Star because I bring me. A.K.A. Oil Tycoon, True Paul Charles. Cover girl, put that bass in your slick. And A.K.A. Bread Quantity because if I can't reach the base,
get that dick out my face. I'm Jade, a.k.a. the Mary Jane Mami, a.k.a. Jade de todo Jades, a.k.a. la señorita problemática favorita, a.k.a. Jersula. Keep singing! A.k.a. the princess of Pan-Africanism, a.k.a. Griselda Negra, a.k.a. Kathy Bakes, a.k.a. Big Mama of Brewster Place, a.k.a. negative 19% because nobody needs any of me, a.k.a. the Black Mrs. Frizzle, a.k.a. Noah's former landlord, a.k.a. Caritas Bay, a.k.a. Jedificent, a.k.a. the Doobie Sister, a.k.a. one of Masterpiece, 2 or 3 hoochies, a.k.a. D.L. Hughley, drag mother extraordinaire, a.k.a. Sardine Sargento, a.k.a. formerly Anchovy Davenport, now Anchovy Holla Butts, a.k.a. Jade, huh? What it is she good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
W my block the sound. WCNT.
Cunt. We coming out the gate ignorant.
We come to you on this GuWop Eve exclusively on Spotify.
Oh my gosh.
How you is, how y'all doing, and how y'all be.
Well, this new house is cute. It's cute over here.
It's got central air. It's got it's well lit.
It's got nice, airflow. There's no neighbors complaining about my smoke. Like, it's nice over here in the Spotify house. It's cute.
It's crewed up in this thing. We thank you for coming along with us on our long journey, and we promise to keep working and hustling and to bringing you all the content that you all enjoy, and then some.
The episode today is actually dedicated to hustling. So
right, just in case you thought we had to change or anything, we decided no, we're gonna kick this shit off with negativity and chaos.
Oh yes, because that's who we are and who we be.
How was your week?
It was busy. It was busy, and I was, being a mom and virtual learning and keeping my head together. And I'm in a deep purge, nigga. We going into a new season, so I'm trying to get rid of clothes and shoes. And by the way, if you are in the New York City area and you know of an organization that specifically serves our trans sisters, I would love for it to be for black women, but I would love for it to be inclusive and to serve our trans sisters. Please feel free to hit me up and let me know. I have a bunch of clothes and shoes that I would like to donate as we get ready for this new season. I want to go into the new season with everything having a home in my home.
That reminds me, I need to send you that Mr. Kate video. You know, I stand Mr. Kate.
Yes.
Because, I done tap in white YouTube. So I speak Saweetie now. I love her.
Let me tell you something. I went down a deep dive Saweetie IG thing.
Yeah.
I said, well, she is just a good time. She's
giving us content.
Okay. Mama, when she did that Friday reenactment, I said, Mama, don't hold back. Give me theater. I love her.
The play with her Birkin bags. I was like, man.
Oh, my God. Yes. I said, I stand. I
said, Mama is bored. She is just like me.
I don't even need no songs. I'm very happy with the content that I'm seeing right here.
Yeah, I hope she's on on the other episodes of Insecure, like when they be on TV.
Yeah,
like how they had SZA on.
Yes,
with Candy and Portia, and
yes. Also Spotify. That doesn't change because we're on Spotify. I can't do nothing about
it. Right. Let's see. So your week was okay. Everything was just busy. Yeah, same. I have been really researching a soda stream because that's where I'm at in life. Because it's like the girl got to get off that creamy crack, aka Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that's real.
And
that's real.
Maybe I just need to transition. I do like sparkling water and all that good stuff, but it's just like, girl, get her like.
Here's the thing, I've always been a seltzer girl. You know that, but.
But the thing is, it's like sometimes that shit tastes salty.
Not even just that. I'm an auntie, and sometimes I just want a cold, sweet, carbonated drink with whatever I'm eating. Like, and that's my prerogative, nigga. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's the carbonation I think that I miss. You know what I mean? Like, water is great, but there's something like about sparkling water on its own tastes like feet. So it's like if I get it, I have to like.
You gotta get a good one. What?
No, even still, but like I'll have to put like lime in it. Like I'll squeeze like a lime wedge or a lemon wedge to like take the edge off, because otherwise it tastes like salt.
Oh,
to me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't
Stream's
know.
gonna do you right, friend.
Yeah, and of course they have flavored like Coca-Cola things, so it's like a healthier version. So it's a great way to
I'm actually going to do a recipe soon. I'll do the visual, but I'll just give it to you all real quick in a quick gist. For those who like a root beer or a cream soda type of situation,
I stand those things.
let me tell you. You make you a good spiced simple syrup. You can do like a nutmeg. You can do some clove, some cinnamon, a little like a smidge of vanilla. You can put 1 pot of star anise. Let all of that like really come together in that simple syrup and really let it steep to get that flavor through. And then you add seltzer in that, and it becomes like almost like a cola-ish root beer type of homemade soda.
You know what's crazy? I didn't even really think about making my own craft soda. You know what I mean? So I could so all I need to do is just infuse simple syrup. So I could just,
I'm gonna do a craft soda
equal part
series.
sugar and water.
Yeah,
so it's only equal part sugar and water, and then add whatever flavoring I want.
Or you can just do your flavor
it
in your syrup. Like, you can play with syrups. You can do a base simple syrup and then, like, blend up different fruits or whatever that different juices you want to use. But I find that I like to really play with the spices with it. It's great. It's great. You can make a peach soda.
And then I could use like coconut sugar and those type of things.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, I'm trying to think instead of using like raw white cane sugar,
turbinado raw sugar.
That's what I mean. As opposed to using like regular white sugar, I could use a healthier.
Yeah, sure.
But then again, it's like, girl, if I'm gonna, I'm an adult. Fuck it.
Like, nigga, that's where I'm at in my life. I'm like, I'm not substituting shit. Like, if I can't, I'm not substituting. I'm just not doing it. What's wrong? I got muffins on my face. Oh
no, my face just itches.
I was eating.
I'm trying to do the bald thing and the beard thing, and in order for that, I needed to let the rest of my beard grow. And it's, I've always had struggle with like Paul Pierce beard, so now it's like I have to like tend to it a lot, so it's like itchy.
Folks used to call me Patches.
Yeah. But a couple of church announcements.
Yes.
We are selling our equipment.
Oh, yes, honey.
So we wanted, before we put it on Let Go or anything like that, you are responsible for paying for shipping. But we have a mixer, we have microphones, Audio Technica microphones, a whole bunch of other stuff. I think another USB mic. And if you're in the LA area, I also have a MacBook for sale. Right. That is in great condition, and you could use it to edit and all that good stuff. So, and even if you're not in the LA area and you want me to just send it to you, that's fine. But just hit us up at jadenxd@gmail.com or our personal emails. And for all those things.
Right.
We're still on Patreon.
Oh, yes, honey. Like never before.
Yes. Yeah, we're twice a week, $5. That's gets you access to everything. Thank you for continuing to support. So
Patreon is predominantly video content.
Right.
The show itself is audio. When we were just doing audio, niggas asked for video. Now we're doing video. Some niggas asking for audio. Just put the phone down.
Yeah, the reason why is we're obligated to post what we can there. So yeah, so that there's a reason why we can't do extra audio or anything like that. So that's why we do the main audio here on the main show and then here on Patreon. So I guess the only solution I can think of is just, push play and then just put the phone or
down.
minimize or something like that. I don't know. But there's a legality reason why. Yeah. But anywho, we have a great show coming up. 90 Day Fiancé is back, and we're going to continue on with some awesome music today. But also remember to tell a friend that we're here on Spotify. Only. And they could and you can all hear us for free. Just download the Spotify app. And it's a great time. You could also listen to all your other faves as well, not just us. So, download the Spotify app for free and be sure to follow us on there.
Yeah. And we got your first ever playlist this episode coming up after this 90-Day Fiancé mess.
Oh, yeah.
So, and starting this week, our playlist will be available on Spotify.
Yeah, they will.
Yes, they will.
Yeah, they will. Yes.
Everything is right there for you. It's a hub, baby. So, with that being said, let's take a break.
And we'll be back with some bullshit.
Yeah.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This is the blackest show about nothing.
This is Jade and XD. I'm Jade.
And I'm XD.
The show is two best friends talking about anything and everything.
And sometimes we have awesome people on, like Crystal and Kid Fury from The Read.
When I was in high school, there was this girl in my computers class with me. I wish I could remember her name so I could apologize. But I just used to call her Atrocious, as, a pet name, because... Hey, Atrocious! Being someone who was constantly the butt of a joke or picked on or whatever, I just saw this opportunity to, make fun of somebody else, and I did it.
Somebody needs to do a study into silver teeth and the link between, the silver tooth to prison pipeline.
Yeah, silver tooth to prison pipeline.
And New York Times bestselling author Michael Arsenault.
And Mama kept trying to interject at any moment that she could sing, and it was like, beloved, you're not even the best singer on stage. The girl from Destiny's Child is with the Platinum Soul album. It's like, not you.
And of course, there's us,
Jade
and XD.
You can listen to new podcast episodes every week on Fridays.
Listen to Jade and XD
for free on Spotify.
I want your love. I want your love. I want your love.
And we're back like a crack.
Oh, yes.
The
best
and yeah, because when you set fire to your cocaine,
baby, that's crack.
That's crack. That's crack, baby. Just never forget. So also that's back is 90-Day Fiancé The Other Way. As a reminder, we only cover the Other Way version. We just kind of sprinkle and dabble and watch on our own time the other franchises. Mm-hmm. But I can tell you right now, I don't like Chantel's nigger. I don't like him. Nobody else likes him but her. Angela and Michael, they okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I only stick to The Other Way because they're a little bit more organized chaos that I can handle.
I will say, every time I wear my Angela and Michael t-shirt, somebody stops to ask me what that is.
Yeah.
I was in the elevator with two old niggas, and one of them was like, now who is that on your shirt? Everybody had masks on, so I was fine.
Yeah.
Who is that on your shirt? I said, this is a couple on a TV show. And then the other black man spoke up. He was like, he from Africa, right? And I said, yes,
Yeah.
But yes, we only covering The Other Way over here because that is about as organized mess as we can get when it comes to them.
Yeah, because I don't know if we... Oh, my gosh. Imagine if we would have had a Big Ed and Rose. There's a reason, because I would have said every problematic thing I could have found.
Cultural chaos. Do you hear me?
When he gave her the list to read, oh, honey. No.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No. Mm-mm. So, we're back to the shit with these folks. Devin and Jihoon were not in this episode.
Thank God.
And Yeah, because I don't think I would have been able to handle them this episode, because this episode was already draining.
Yes, it was.
Who would you like to begin with?
You want to start with Cheese Stick and Melitza?
Oh, yeah.
Papa is losing weight.
He is. And I feel like that's just because Melitza is shaming him. Mm-hmm. Yes. She's shamed. Because the first thing that she said when he got off the plane was, gonna gain a little weight.
Mm-hmm. And they probably not fucking like that because, she probably like, playing games with that nigga right now because he deserves it. And
yeah, the pussy on ice.
So he's doing a lot of working out.
Yeah. Going to the gym.
To the gym.
Yeah. So last time, remember, he went to go apply for a job and couldn't get it because, the government was like, well, you need a sponsor since you're not a citizen. And if not, then... Right. And then they were like, well, the only other option is for you to get married. And we all knew that was not an option. Si no posible. So they got into it because of the fact that he had let it slip that he had his job still back in the States as a just in case. Shit
Which
didn't
also
work
happens
out.
to be where the side pussy works too.
Mm-hmm. So now, in parentheses, he wasn't wrong for keeping the job in the States.
Oh, no, not at all, honey. He was smart. He was smart.
He was just wrong for saying it out loud.
Yeah.
That's all.
He was wrong for not making that shit, not working harder to get that shit done virtually so that he didn't have to worry about that job shit. Truth be told.
Imagine if he would have finessed that shit and the Ronisha Mitchell happened.
He's like, well, don't worry, I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
Man.
He would have been employed.
Yeah. So
okay. And wouldn't have to stay in that micro apartment that's built for her.
And also, when she's done with his ass, he'll just be like, well, I like it over here. And they're letting me stay because I have a job and I can contribute to society. But he went about things in the wrong manner.
Exactly. So, we find that in this episode, Cheese Stick is going on another job, l'entravista, that is interview.
Yes.
I learned that word from when I was doing housing interviews. And he found a company that would sponsor him, which is, he must be amazing at what he does because it costs hella money to sponsor somebody.
We found out.
Yes.
We found out how much it costs.
Yeah, it is buku dolores, a lot of doll hairs, okay? So... a
lot of Zolas.
Yeah, a lot of Zolas, honey. So, he gets excited and, he wants to go run and tell she can do better, that, shit is going cool. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Melitza is like, I need to go have, lunch with my brother and friend because, I haven't spent some time with them and I haven't really been honest about everything and I need their opinion on it. Which, So I do want to say that everybody in Colombia is beautiful because her brother is beautiful. Their friend is beautiful. Everybody was I was just like, wow.
Yeah, they're all gorgeous.
Yeah. So they sit down, although her brother looks like the lead member from Aventura. I forgot his name. But I went to go see Aventura in concert at Madison Square Garden. Anywho.
But they still didn't top that mariachi baddie band that we saw at the Brooklyn Museum.
Yes. Okay? Yes. Flor de Toloache.
Mariachi band.
Yeah.
Toloache.
Yeah. Yes. I have the album all the time.
I love that.
Un ruiseñor se asomó por mi ventana. Anoche un ruiseñor se asomó por mi ventana. Con su melodiosa voz tiernamente preguntaba. Con su melodiosa voz.
Yeah, it was great. So she tells them, like, you know,
I've been fucking.
when, yeah. But it was when we weren't together. But I never really ended the situation. I just stopped when he got here.
She said relationships, honey. And they were mostly sexual. I said, yes.
Mama said I wore less and went out more.
Okay. I was out where? Here.
And her friend, like, looked at her, like, when she said she had something to say, they both looked at her like, bitch, what you trying to say? Like, what you doing?
She's like, I've been fucking niggas. Like, what you mean?
And when their reaction was kind of like, oh. Well, you should tell him, because it's not right. You know, if you're going to start this whole relationship anew, then you should come clean.
Be fresh. And she's like, right. I mean, she was very much like, well, I ain't got nothing to hide because we wasn't together. So I was a free woman to do what I wanted to do. I'm going to tell him because it's only fair.
Right. And that's fine.
That was them.
And that was them. We see later this season that she tells them, and he has a conniption in his own way, but it looks like he gets over it. He goes home and gets over it and goes back to Columbia.
He better get over it.
Right. Any damn way.
What do you want to do now?
Let's do Big Lotto and Yo Overmate.
Wait, no, that's the wrong show.
Oh, that is the wrong show.
And my dumbass is up here looking for the notes for it, like.
Oh, I'm sorry. And it would have made sense too.
I
know. We can do.
ASAP Rocky Fahu Doris? Or you want to save them?
Let's save them for a second to last.
All right, let's do Janae and submit.
Okay. Yeah, we only have 4 couples this episode, I think. Okay. All right, so.
We know who's going last.
Yeah. Although these 3 couples all deserve to be last, honestly. Truly. Because the meat performed, okay? Mama.
Dick on the table. Do you hear me?
Yeah. He said, I'm going to stand up for my wife.
And they started off the scene with the killer monkeys.
Yeah.
If y'all know about it,
and you know. Yeah, if you know, you know. And, like, they just had a Viceland documentary, like, the little shorts that they put on, and how, like, since Rona has been affected tourism, that they have gotten, like, even more violent.
Just like the rats.
Yeah, because it's like there's no food out there, so now they gotta, like, scrounge and shit.
Oh, no. And them monkeys be snatching up kids, and they drive. You know, them niggas get jobs. Like, they're a threat. Yeah.
Those are the people you need to worry about taking over our jobs, fucking up our economy.
Word. Focus on the killer monkeys from outer space and stop worrying about what niggas are doing, or immigrants, or anybody who comes to and truth be told, white people are immigrants, but we're trying not to get our contract canceled early. So,
yeah.
Nah, fuck that. White people are immigrants. Fuck that. They are.
They do, because they tell us that at any given moment.
What? That
they do tell us that, we are an immigrant nation. My parents came over here from Ireland and Kennebunkport, Maine. You know?
In New Hampshire.
Yeah. These mythical white places that nobody's ever been. And say that, ooh, they are settlers. Okay.
You're right.
But,
oh, shit.
yeah, so, Jenny, remember, there's some discrepancies in the story of Jenny and Submit, because she went backtracked and said oh, we were gonna be together, but they didn't want me here, so I left the first time. However, that's not the story that was told from the parents. Parents said, Submit said, I got a friend who was backpacking and wanted to see what's up with India. Of course, Indians are a pleasant people. They're not going to be rude. Sure, come stay with us. Right, we'll feed, we'll basket weave and shit or whatever this old white lady likes to do. And they invited her into her home. His mama and her became good, greater girlfriends. All the while, at night, she creeping with her son, and his daddy was snooping around the house and found out that they was doing, bumping purses and shit.
Exactly, in their house.
In their house. Gosh, so the disrespect is there,
you up there playing Skanasta or whatever the fuck, whatever they be doing. Y'all shuffleboarding and just having a blast every day for 4 months.
4 months. That's a season and a month.
Janae the scammer in her turkey meat deli are fucking your son upstairs.
Exactly. All the while you're cooking chickpeas on the stove. For her.
Right. Because we all know that Jenny loves an ethnic food.
She does. So any damn way. Samit tells Jenny, I need to go talk to my parents. My brother said I should plead my case. And she's like, I fear when you go out there. And he's like, yeah, well, do you want to get married or not, ho? So I got to do what I got to do. So, he makes the long trek to his parents' crib.
What is it, 2 hours and some change or whatever?
Yeah, it's a journey, okay? It's a journey, no Smollett. So...
I was in the middle of swallowing coffee. And I fucking hate you.
This is what happens when I have ample rest.
Letitia fucking Lewis. But
so he makes his way to his parents' crib.
Ooh, and can I just say, he came in with his dick in his head. To me, he was like,
he did not mince words.
No.
I came there with my dick in my hand. Don't make me lift me with my foot in your ass, be cool. And don't worry about how I'm ripping this shit when I'm flipping, what I'm kicking, nigga, this just what I do. I'm effervescent and I'm out there.
So Samit goes in and he's like, so me and Jenny are living together. And I was like, oh, put it on the table.
He came out the track like the baby, like us before he even got there.
Before the beat.
He said, me and Jenny are living together, and then sat down and came in the scene. I was like, well, damn, nigga. Let it be known. All right.
Not the baby.
Literally, that's what happened.
All right.
All right. So he says, we're living together, and this is what I want to do. You're going to have to learn to accept this. And of course, his parents go on this thing about well, what do you think? She's too old. What are we going to tell other people and society? And Samit's like, fuck society.
Yeah. He's like, she's
Why
family.
are you so concerned?
Yeah. He's like, nah, we family, right? She's family. We got to be loyalty. Nigga, what? He was not. He's like, no, I claim her and y'all are going to claim me. And we all going to be one big happy family. I don't give a fuck what them niggas out in the streets have to say.
Right. And they were like, we supported you with your divorce and all the good stuff. And because, and then we learned that why they did it. It had nothing to do with Jenny. Basically, Samit says, that marriage was a mistake and you forced me into it.
Yeah.
So we learned that this was an arranged marriage. It wasn't a love marriage, which we've learned the difference for with Indian matchmaking, how that can be a thing. And I'm so glad we have contextual like evidence and like knowledge now.
Back
so
up and footnotes.
Yeah. Proper analysis. I feel like Wikipedia in this hoe. Niggapedia.
We are like thorough, nigga.
Yeah. Prior knowledge, nigga.
Okay, come to us. We got exhibits, appendages. We got whatever the fuck the books have. We got it.
Got it. Niggapedia. So.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah, Niggapedia Britannica. Lit.
We got to bring that back.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
So his father admits like there was a mistake. We should not have forced him into that marriage. And to me is explaining to them, and he's raising his voice, and his mother tries to combat like you like just honored us. And he was like, I was dying in that marriage. Every day I was in that marriage, I wanted to commit suicide because of your actions.
He's like, I was unhappy. He's like, I was miserable. That's what you all want from me? He goes, and you asking me to choose between you all. Why can't I have both? He's like, I'm not asking to leave this family. You all are telling me you don't want nothing to do with me. And then they keep going into the cultural differences. And Daddy makes the reference about, a mango tree can't grow lemons and, so forth and so on. And he's like, nah, fuck all that, nigga. Like, I love this lady. I love you all. What's the problem? Right. Like, you're making this difficult, and it doesn't have to be. Like, look at your son. You love me, right? I was dying. Literally tried to kill myself multiple times. That's how miserable I was. And you telling me you don't want nothing to do with me. Just because of who I choose to love? This is some bullshit. Right.
And they're still stuck on this ageist thing. Like, she's old. She's more... And I get... And... his mother is like, when I tell people she's older than me, and again, he's like, so what? Get over it.
Fuck.
And there's tears, and he
ultimately they don't
stands
want to
his
see
ground.
Him in pain, though.
Yeah, right. And they both, and his parents were like, "We'll try." At the end of that conversation, and they didn't say absolutely not. They at the end they were like. Because you could tell they softened and got really uncomfortable when he mentioned the suicide stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's when they were just like, well, damn. Well, we're hindering your happiness, and if this is what's going to keep you alive, essentially, then we'll try to figure some shit out.
Pretty much. So, after that's over with, he goes to meet up with Janae at the cafe.
Down there at the cafe.
Eating her tandoori chickpeas. Because it's probably all she knows how to order. And she's sitting there, pushing her peas around on her plate. He comes in and she's like, so how was it? He tells her it was emotional, and they go through the recap. And ultimately, she tries to pressure him about a finite time for when they're going to get married. And he's like, I just told you how emotional this was, right? Like, I'm clearly fighting for us, but give it some time. And then she's like, are you sure you want to marry me? Are you sure? And it's like, girl, where is this coming from? You are making this about you. That's very white woman of you.
Yeah. I get it that your time is ticking and you need to figure out a time so that you don't get kicked out the country. But then again, you're stupid because you should have not moved. You should have stayed your ass back in California.
Truly, facts.
Should have never even got your job, quit your job, or anything of the sort seasons ago, so that you would have had proof that shit was okay.
Up here scrounging.
When
you was being deceitful in the first place.
Looking dizzy. Hey.
Stupid. Because we don't... Right. The thing is, I don't have no sympathy for Jenny no more.
Oh, no.
I don't have it.
No,
Jenny was wild.
Me either.
I'm like,
me either.
You ruined all of that, sugar. Who you want to do next?
Let's do Fahu Doris and Baby Cool.
Fahu Doris, Fahu Doris.
And the funny part is, like, so there's a I have YouTube up, and so there's a thumbnail of her. And I'm listening to you.
Not this laugh, Raven.
Fahu Doris, Fahu Doris, welcome Christmas time.
Let's see. Oh!
Told you she looked just like she's from Whoville.
Tweet it.
Okay, I will. I'll tweet it today when it goes up.
So, ASAP and Jira found them a new home.
They did. And it's not half bad.
No, it's not.
It is filled with the necessities, not the luxuries, but the necessities.
Bare necessities. Those simple, bare necessities.
They won't be able to forget about their worries or their strife.
No.
However. No. So they get up there, they get up to the crib. You know, it just needs a little paint, you know, a little fabuloso, you know, a little Windex.
It.
Yeah, and that's fine. And you know,
and some baby stuff.
And some baby stuff. Mind you, Mama is 39 weeks. And they have nothing for the baby.
Nippy.
Nothing. Like zero. Zilch. Nada.
Yeah. No.
Mm-mm.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. And so, because things are super expensive in Ethiopia, because Fahu Doris was like, I was under the impression that things are going to be cheaper in Ethiopia. Guess I was wrong. The goopery, the gaggery. Which I was like, see, this is your simple-minded American thinking. Because why would you assume that this country would be cheap? Why would you think? Why would you assume that kind of stuff? You should.
Bitch, because let me tell you about how they gagged the fuck out of her. So they go, first of all, it don't matter. I Millie rock on any block. This nigga is a sneakerhead, so it doesn't doesn't matter where you are in the world. Niggas will be. And so he is stacking all of his chanclas and things on the shelf as they're chatting through. And Fahu Doris apologizes for her wild behavior that we saw prior, where she snapped the fuck off and told him she was about to go and did all this to do after her mother left. So she apologizes, all of that. And they go shopping for a vehicle because they need one for the baby. So they go to the Toyota dealership. And when they walked up, I was like, yes, dealership. Yeah. They look at a 2008 Yaris for $22,000 American dollars.
For a Yaris. From how many years ago? 11 years ago? 12 years ago?
So then they look at a 2001 Toyota for $17,000.
Not thinking that they have to pay all the import tax and things. And you learn, well, Baby Cool says that cars don't depreciate in value in Ethiopia. That's why that 2001 car is the same MRSP from when it was, when it was all came off the factory assembly line. So it was just like, girl, who the fuck?
Just like that lotion y'all be buying from TJ Maxx and stuff. But
Oh yeah. So I showed Jade a video about how TJ Maxx and Ross and Marshalls be selling expired beauty products. There's a site, I don't remember the site, like you just put in the barcode information, you could do it from your phone. It'll tell you when it was marketed and when it was manufactured and when it expires. Normally they have an expiration thing on the because like if you buy makeup, it'll give that little jar thing, and it's to be like 12M or 36M or 6M or whatever. That's when it tells you it expires. But like that video I showed you, there was like they were trying to sell 10-year-old oil of Olay,
which was wild.
cream.
Imagine somebody putting that on their face.
You cursed brat! Look what you've done! I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world!
Their eyelids gonna disintegrate.
Okay. It's gonna be like Coca-Cola on a battery. But so, you know, she keeps talking about, oh, well, in the United States we could get blah 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 for this amount of money, and in the United States we could get, and he's like, girl, this isn't the States. Like, we landlocked. Like, we have to pay a certain amount of taxes. Use your white privilege to go and complain to the governments then about how the people of Ethiopia are not being treated right because of import tax and how things have to be doubled because of customs and so forth and so. Go figure out how to be useful somewhere instead of complaining about what the fuck you can't get in Ethiopia where you chose to live. You chose to leave New Jersey and go over there and have your baby and live your life. So, bitch, you better adjust and adapt. So, this is where, you know, oh, and then, you know, she was getting snippy at the beautiful girl at the car dealership. And this is where I questioned ASAP and Jera's motives truly for the first time. Because, A, all of the women that I've seen have just been beautiful. I mean, just otherworldly gorgeous. And you brought the mama from Cat in the Hat over here to just stand out like in a like a pimple. And then production asked him, they was like, we find out that it is confirmed because we know what we know. That she and her family have been paying for everything. Well, duh, nigga. We already knew that. But they confirmed it. And they asked him, like, so do you mind that they pay for her parents pay for shit? And he was like, what? No.
Not at all.
It's like, absolutely not. Fuck what? My pride.
Right, like.
Excuse me, what do you do for a living?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you do for a living?
I'm married. Why?
That's what I was like, because every other nigga would be like, I need to provide for my family. Even Jihoon would be like, well, that's a bad example.
Yeah, that's
that's a really bad example. But, you know, anybody else would be like, no, I need to honor my family. Any honorable person, let's go with that. Yeah.
Somebody with some scruples.
Yeah. Some brought up C. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, it's time to go to, you know, get a checkup from, you know, it's a week out. You know, her mama is supposed to come in a few days to, you know, because she's about to deliver. She said her family, so I'm interested in if the father's going to come, because that's going to be television, okay?
Well, when she was talking about the apartment early on, she said my parents will be much happier with this, so I'm thinking daddy's coming this go round, which yikes.
Big yikes. So,
because that's the nigga who said, why can't you just find a nice Jewish boy from Brooklyn? The mother's not said anything racial. She made some questionable comments and questions and things when she was asking about the hospital regulations and whatnot. But the daddy's come out and said some problematic shit from the gate. And so, yeah.
Yeah. Because they're like an interfaith relationship, her mama and daddy. She's Roman Catholic and he's a Jewish guy from Brooklyn, I'm assuming. Yeah. So it's whatever. Anywho, we learn that the baby is breech. And they've been waiting a few days to see if the child will realign itself. Because we don't know the gender of the baby, or the sex of the baby, rather. Around. However, it's not working. And so during the ultrasound, the tech, he was like, nope, still breech. You're going to have to keep talking to your obstetrician. Well, can you just speak to your obstetrician? Well, what does this mean, speak to your obstetrician?
He was like Dave Chappelle. He was like, fifth, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. It's like, I'm not answering none of your questions, bitch. Stop asking me.
I am not a doctor, okay? I'm just letting you know that this is what I see. I know what I know. If you know what I mean. So she goes and her and Baby Cool go to talk to the actual doctor. And the doctor's behind the desk and was like, let me put 10 on 20. You got to deliver this baby now.
Teddy.
Because this isn't healthy for you or the baby.
Yeah.
And so she was like, you got to have a baby by cesarean today. And mama flips out.
Yeah, and ASAP flips out in the confessional because he's like, we're not ready. And I'm like, nigga, if you wasn't playing steel pan drums on that lady's booty and practicing your capoeira, then we wouldn't be facing these problems right now.
Wouldn't be having these issues whatsoever.
But here this baby about to come into the world, ain't got no bassinet, ain't got no car seat, ain't got no onesies.
Right. Over and it. So mama is stressed and flipping out, and we see next week that she has the baby, or they put her under because she has no other choice.
And I'm concerned. I'm concerned for her health. She has been stressed, boots.
This has not been an ideal pregnancy.
No, and that baby feels every single thing that she feels in her body, that baby is feeling. And so the level of stress, the way in which she's getting ready to deliver, we just see, it's just been nonstop, unhappiness. So I feel bad.
Who do we have next?
We have Braces the Stallion, honey, and Bodega Baby Daddy.
They're the last ones?
They're the last ones.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, I'm lying. We completely forgot. Mitch DeJour and Armando.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. This melodramatic gay drama. Gosh. Okay. They're on their way to go pick up Hannah and go to introduce Mitch to the Fam Bam.
Yes.
Now, we all know that Armando's Fam Bam don't really see it for this new type of relationship that he has found himself in.
No.
Primarily because of the fact that we learn that it's less about the gay thing and more about moving away. And in the manner of which they're doing it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm yes, the gay shit is something they need to adjust to, but I also feel like it's hard for them to adjust to things with them being so far away.
Yeah.
You can't have, and this is something that kind of may or may not work on a personal note. When I came out, DK out or whatever, I moved 2 weeks later. I moved to New York 2 weeks later. I've never moved. I haven't moved back home since. So it was kind of we had to deal with it at a distance, and I don't know if it was good for us to deal with it at a distance, or not, but it's worked so far in my favor. But for them to, but I also wasn't, you know, I didn't have a child. I also didn't have a say I was going to live with somebody either. Right. So I can understand, like, how are we supposed to get used to your new lifestyle and you're going to invite us in and you're taking yourself away? So I have some disturbing news.
What happened?
Shout out to Ice Cube for his willingness to set up and work for the Trump administration to help develop the Platinum Plan.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm about to retweet it. And I knew this was happening because he's been very MAGA about stuff lately.
What?
Yeah. It's crazy
Ice
to
Cube?
be disappointed live.
Ice Cube?
Yeah. Listen, Kaya said it best. Don't trust no nigga, don't trust no Christian.
But it's... This is the nigga who...
Yeah.
I'm... What? Wow.
There's so many black men who think that way, though. They don't necessarily... They want to be just as capitalistic and stuff, too. Like, it's... Yeah, they want their money protected.
He don't... Wow.
They're so hung up on Biden's crime bill stuff. That kept all their homies in prison.
You had a whole shit called Fuck the Po... Like, nigga, your whole, like...
Yeah.
I can't. You're not gonna fuck up our first episode here!
I know. I know.
I can't believe that is disgustingly disappointing. Like, I'm not even I am blown right now.
Yeah.
I am blown right now. I am fucking blown right now.
Yeah, it's pretty. But listen, you know what? I don't allow these people to you know, they're disappointments, but you know, I kind of saw it coming.
It's just that ain't who you expecting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised if there's other like rappers and things.
No, not at all.
Who are on their side? Those who you wouldn't think, but happen to be. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. I retweeted this on my timeline, folks. If you want to go look, if you go look at my Wednesday timeline.
Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know, maybe it changes soon, and you know, publicly shames him, but they'll probably continue to work with him.
Yeah, no, nobody's gonna this nigga already knew. If he's doing that, he already knew what the what's the shit called blowback would be. He already knew.
Mm-hmm.
He already knew. He knew. He made his decision.
Niggas don't want to be political. They want to be seen. They don't ever want to ruffle feathers when they're already comfortable. But let's get back to the shiz naive.
Yes, yes, okay, so go ahead.
We're at braces. Oh no.
No. You just talked about your
oh yeah.
You know, moving and things like that.
Oh yeah. Anywho, back to the gays.
Yes.
Well, they get to the town where Arnaldo is from, and they are greeted by everybody.
We was waiting for you at the door. Mi gente!
Yes.
Y todo, like everybody, bitch.
Who was out there? Everybody, bitch. Like every tia, tío, cousin.
Primas y primos y hermanas y hermanos.
Like everybody was out here, okay? As soon as they pulled up, they had a bonfire ready to go. And, they greeted, there was a lot of awkward silence, but, they were greeted pretty warmly. Hannah ran and gave Arnaldo a hug and gave Mitch a hug too. And all of his family were surprised.
Yes.
There's only so much they could have gave at the time. So, because they were also rubbernecking to figure out his mama's reaction.
Yes, and here he comes, white womaning. I felt like a zoo animal. And I was like, hey, bet that won't stop your ass from jumping on no double-decker in Harlem. See, well, that is where, after Martin Luther King got shot, that's where they fixed him up. That's called Harlem Hospital. You see how niggas feel every time y'all come to the hood and want to ride around and look at us?
Yeah. Them church tours that they do in Harlem.
Yeah.
That's some real, minstrel show type shit to me.
It really is.
Ooh, look at what the niggas are doing. I hate him.
Really is.
So anywho, the mother's there and she's trying to keep it together. She's just kind of quiet and meek and okay, she's trying to get to know Mitch kind of, but there's a language barrier there. And Armando's where's dad? And she was in the house.
Didn't have to be no language barrier like that though.
It didn't. So they go up to the house because Armando really wants to, see his father. Mm-hmm. And his mom was like, let me go get him. Hold on. And so she got to convince him to come outside because he didn't want to be on camera. He didn't want to deal with this shit. No. And part of me was either he was outwardly in the beginning I was like, oh, he homophobic. He don't want to do all this or whatever. But then he eventually comes out. He shakes Mitch's hand, is hello, how are you? How was your trip? It was okay. Great. He hugs Armando. He said, my house is your house. I'm going back inside.
Leave me alone.
He asked his wife, can I go back inside? She was like, yeah. She was like, okay, well, I'm going to go back inside. Y'all be easy.
He's like, okay, yes, thank you. Déjame. Okay? I don't.
And at that point, I was like, oh, he's not that angry. He just don't want to be left alone. He's not going to be a dickhead. He's just listen, I need to deal with this in my own way, but I'm not going to kick you off my property because I definitely could. I'm not going to cause a scene, so y'all be easy.
Yeah.
We can talk later.
Yeah, so Daddy goes back to... And you know what? It could have been worse.
It could have been a lot worse. A lot worse.
He shook his hand. He interacted with him. Briefly, but did. He could have completely not acknowledged his existence. It could have been much worse. So you got to give that man some kind of this is a huge adjustment for him.
Right, and meeting the parents are always weird, and especially in gay scenarios. I remember I had tweeted that Chris Rogers had never met any of my family or whatever, and people are like, "Oh my god, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, nigga, we don't operate like that. There is a lot of red tape, you know how hard it is to get your license back after it's been suspended.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, think about twice as difficulty, and that's what you'll get to meeting somebody's queer parents.
I've seen.
You know what I mean?
And it's troubling.
And sometimes it never happens, and it has nothing to do with that. There's a lot of factors.
Oh, I know some personal experiences.
Yeah, it's a lot of factors, and so it's you can't shame other people for how they deal with their parental journey.
And also, heterosexuality is a privilege, niggas. Like,
yeah,
you have to understand that it is a privilege. The way that we are allowed to live as heterosexuals is a privilege. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's a gift and a curse.
I know.
Because but we do have to understand that, as much as we have a responsibility to make sure that we normalize all relationships, you know what I'm saying, and all of them are equal and on one accord, that's with an asterisk. We're not, and that does not pertain to sexuality.
No.
But we have to understand that we have a privilege, and that, you have to acknowledge such. And everybody is not, they're not privy. Easy. They don't get that. Everybody does not get the opportunity or the chance to introduce their families, because there are a lot of families out there who refuse to acknowledge and don't want to meet said partners. Which is not okay. So before you jump down somebody's throat being like, what? That's so weird. Check your privilege, baby. Check it. So, he shakes his hand, and then they go on about their business. They go back out to the bonfire fiesta. Tia Coco's out there, and she is just, when I tell you, they was zooming in on Mama's face the entire time, because she was just
the entire time.
Ooh, child. Ooh, this is a lot. And they even interviewed her. They put her in a confessional after. So, we'll get to that in a second. So, they get back to the bonfire, and this is where you see Armando's mother try to connect with Kenny in some way. And she, obviously with Armando translating, is like, so do you miss your kids? And he's like, yeah, and it gets emotional. And she gets emotional. She's like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm going to miss my family. And you see how tight-knit they are. You see how close they are. You see how close Hannah is with her cousin, with, his sister, how they're all just very intertwined, how they take care of each other, especially with him having lost Hannah's mother. They are a family. They are one. And so that's where they're able to kind of connect, and that's where she's trying to, like, this is how I feel. I need you to understand that. So after that, Armando says, all right, well, we're just going to take the Band-Aid off here. And he stands up in front of everybody, and he pulls the ring out of his pocket. And he lets everybody know he is engaged. Tia Coco, back to her face, they zoom in, and they do the confessional with her.
She was the voice of the episode.
Oh, she was the voice of the sisters. You could tell she's the oldest.
She definitely is.
Oh, yeah. So, for sure. And she's like, I'm embarrassed for my sister. And I hate that word. I hate that that's the term that had to be used, like embarrassed. I don't like that, but that's what she said. I was embarrassed for my sister.
But you know what, though? When she said that, later I understood it, because I would have embarrassed you. I'm just finding out about this now, which was the mother's argument.
Yeah, it wasn't about the fact that they were engaged and she doesn't agree with the relationship. While we can see, because Tia Coco even said in her confessional, she goes, it's just going to take us some time to assimilate to this. That's all. Like, nobody was staunchly like, hell no, fuck that shit, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, which it could very well have been.
Because we've seen it be. But it was not that. It was just everybody saying, like, give us some adjustment periods. And I can, you're right, the embarrassment, the mother did speak more to it. She's like, why couldn't you have told me first? Why I had to learn with all these other niggas? Like, I'm your mother. You should have let me know. And so she was hurt behind that. You're right. Yeah. Call her. FaceTime me. So from there, she goes, well, you know what? I ain't telling your papa. I ain't telling him. I'm not telling your father. That's not my... That's not my place. That's not my that's not my job. That's not my any of that. I'm not telling them. And then Armando's like, so can we stay here? And she's like, yeah, sure. Yes. And his father, like you said earlier, his father was like, this is your house too. So she's like, yeah. So they're like, all right. So they go back to the room and they kind of rehash everything. And this is where, Kenny's white man jumps out again, his white woman. Because he's like, I just really wish that, they would have been warmer to me and they would have done this and that.
But then again, like I said, like before, he did not make it. He did not give them warmth at all either. Language barrier or not.
Made?
Tell me, what do you do, language barrier? Language barrier. You can't hear me, I can't feel you. It's confusion.
Right. No, language barrier or not, you can tell the energy. Like, he gave Ice Queen, like, like, Mama was sitting there like Elsa the whole time. Like, there's a way to be like, hello, friendly. Oh, you don't speak English? Okay, well, I'm going to try. Have some facial expressions, like, lighten it up. No, you came there ready to fight because you were under the impression that his family hates fags and shit, which really wasn't the case. If you want, and you were so staunch about Armando making you a part of his family life.
You ain't take one. Why are you learning mucho gusto on the way down to meet his family? Y'all niggas been together for what, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
You ain't took a Rosetta Stone, nigga. You ain't go sit in with your grandkids while they was watching Sesame Street and they was learning the ABCs. I bet said they like you didn't do none of that.
And you live in Florida. You gotta pick up on some Spanish.
The fuck?
And I know it ain't your first time liking a Latino boy.
No, it ain't. We know you've been into the Latinos since the 80s.
Since the 80s.
You was grown,
you've been in the Latinos, honey.
So,
gosh, you ain't low.
80s, nigga. So, he was getting on my nerves, and Armando's the one who had to be like, nigga, things could have been worse. Count your lucky stars and be grateful we had a place to sleep. The niggas gave you hugs and handshakes and nobody cussed you out and threatened to chop your head off. Because you remember that shit that happened down at the restaurant? Things could have gone a different way. So,
literally,
Mitch be on my nerves because I'm like, you got to give this boy time. You was living your full grown ass life when he was being conceived.
Yeah.
You got to give him some time to and give his family some time. And take your white ass down to some fucking lessons and learn some goddamn Spanish.
Right.
Shit.
God, he makes me so damn upset. But they'll be all right. It looks like they still together. It looks like, Papa had got a little issue that we'll see next week. But I think he finds out that, they get married, and he's like, oh, hell.
He's like,
this
all right,
gay
this
shit
is
on
much
my damn
more
blood.
than I asked for.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, God.
That's too much. So, well, that's them. Hopefully they'll survive. I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
And, Braces the Stallion and Bodega Baby Daddy, yes.
Mama the Stallion shows up to the airport.
Yeah, Mama the Stallion. Dry, spiced wig and all.
Let me tell you something. Top ramen. Hip-hop noodles. Was it rap noodles?
Oodles of noodles.
All of them. Cup of soup. It was just very dry and crunchy. However, if you looked at moms in the car, when they were really zooming in on that face, the bone structure, honey, the features, gorgeous.
She gave you Ebony Fashion Fair model.
Did she not? Did she not get into this ruby red lipstick? Like, she could definitely be a fashion fair model. All I want
She just needed a natural.
Snatch that wig.
She just needed a little afro, just
Baby,
a little
just
afro,
a short
coif
cut.
Give her a natural, a little
Beautiful
fro.
people use Afro sheen. Like, and she's statuesque. Like, she's motherfucking.
Yeah.
You could tell she's Mama the Stallion. They're the same height, and they already said Braces the Stallion is tall. Mama got thighs and ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be hollering.
They do.
So they go back to the crib for a white wine down. They was like, girl,
now remember, now she's in Chicago. Right. Now she's in Chicago because she got a court appearance hearing for her divorce and her sister's having a baby. So she only told Yazan half the truth, that she going to help out with the baby. Which true.
Valid.
So they have the wine down at the crib. And this is when Braces tells her mama everything. Like, they want me to delete my social media. They want me to be this person that I'm not. And
Mom's for the script.
Yeah. Her mama was like, you don't need to be deleting nothing. But you need to tell them the truth.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
Y'all, neither one of you all understand the cultural severity. Matter of fact, you know what? While we're here, Whitney sent me a text this morning, which is actually perfect, about the severity of the differences of cultures. And she said, Braces the Stallion thinks this is a game. This is one of the topics in the portal we're using. Honor-based violence and abuse. It's called HBV. HBV encompasses incidents or crimes which have been committed to protect or defend the honor of the family and or the community. Abuse committed in the context of preserving honor often involves a wider network of family or community pressure and can include multiple perpetrators. Honor-based violence can be physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. Victims can be of any age, gender, or sexual orientation.
Oh my God.
Right. So I say all that to say, because we saw how this ended with Yazan's father talking, she really don't understand how deep this shit goes. And it's not like the States.
No.
It's not the same.
At all.
Child.
Like, you playing with fire. Like, that we see in the preview coming up for the rest of the season. So she goes to her court appearance.
Yeah, her mom had on a bedazzled turtleneck and a Tony the Tiger coat.
Yeah,
she was putting on her eyelashes.
Yeah, because you can't take the girl out the shy.
You can take a girl out the shy. You cannot
take the shy out the girl.
Thank you. So they go to the court appearance. Yeah.
Yeah. And she walks out and she's like, I'm still married.
Right. I was like, oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Because it turns out the clerk's office down there in Cook County did not file what they were supposed to.
What in the ghetto kind of shit is that? Y'all supposed to file whole ass paperwork and you just don't?
I mean, that sounds like some New York shit to me. So
you know what? You are absolutely motherfucking right. Hi, I came down here to check on the process of my application, the status. We ain't got no application for you.
All right, what application? What do you mean?
What you mean, bitch? Get out of here.
They'd be like, go sit over there and fill it out.
Right.
No, bitch, where's the first one I filled out? God, I hate rude public service workers. Like, I feel like a requirement for you to work at, to get a government job is to be,
ornery.
Shirley and ornery and, a straight bitch. You know what I mean?
No, that is so.
And they never get fired. And then they have a nerve to be, they're old, cantankerous, and all have kinky twists. And I hate them all.
and nails. And I was raised. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to walk up to you. Hello, miss. How are you? They don't have no greetings. They ain't got no manners. Just fucking rude. Just rude. And always works in some, they always work in some establishment in which they're supposed to be helping people. The majority is their people, and they don't do it.
Wazowski, you didn't file your paperwork last night.
Oh, that darn paperwork. Wouldn't it be easier if it all just blew away?
Don't let it happen again.
Yes, well,
I can't stand it. It's always a bitch named Kim.
Or Denise.
Or Deborah.
God. Any fucking way. So she has to figure out a way to tell Yazan that she got to stay in Chicago a little longer.
And she's run out of lives.
Until she gets taken. Right. And so her mom was like, well, mama, you better figure out something. Because
can we just use the obvious here? My sister needs some help.
That's all I'm saying. I don't understand.
Like, y'all are all about, they all about family loyalty. He don't understand that. And then that preserves you all a little bit longer. It helps you out, obviously, because that's why you're really there. But then that keeps you all from being in the same space. And then people won't be all over your nipples for however long about you getting married. And then you'll get shit cleared up and you can go back over there and handle business if this is really what you want to do.
Hello. Bingo.
But they're not thinking like that. Letting her bring Orinacia on the plane. She should have took that as a sign.
How you gonna do your wig upkeep?
Bitch, I know you just hanging that shit from anywhere.
From a hanger and shit. Or like the shower head when it's not in use.
Or some knobs in the kitchen. Like you just I know you just hanging that shit.
God. You know, I know it's on a bedpost.
You know it is.
Gosh, can't stand
But we see
it.
how dangerous this is getting ready to get because Yazan's daddy didn't look like he was playing.
No.
And production broke the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th wall.
Yeah, it looked like they had like the UN involved.
Nigga. They had Yazan wearing a panic room or something. They had him.
Yeah, like on a remote location. That nobody could like use radio airways and frequencies.
Like they.
I'm like, this is the Bourne Identity, nigga.
Like Yazan could just hide and play. Matt Damon could hide,
right?
Because there's like 32 other people who look like him. Look, Yazan's gonna go. Yeah. How he gonna hide?
Right,
striking
Yazan is tall
ass face.
Right, tall, skinny, and striking ass beard. Like no,
and eyebrows.
Yeah.
I want Yazan's eyebrows. Okay.
Yazan is fine. He just a little and young.
Well, we know.
But
we know what it is.
But if you know what I know. If you know what I mean.
Your mom and daddy cousins.
Anyway,
so next week.
Yeah. Yeah, so next week we'll see what they give. But yeah, let's take a break and get back to the shit, shall we?
Yeah, nigga.
Hit it, Claude.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This is the blackest show about nothing.
This is Jade and XD. I'm Jade.
And I'm XD.
The show is two best friends talking about anything and everything.
And sometimes we have awesome people on, like Crystal and Kid Fury from The Read.
When I was in high school, there was this girl in my computer's class with me. I wish I could remember her name so I could apologize. But I just used to call her Atrocious, like, as, you know, a pet name, because... Hey, Atrocious! Being someone who was constantly the butt of a joke or picked on or whatever, I just saw this opportunity to, like, make fun of somebody else, and I did it.
Somebody needs to do a study into silver teeth and the link between, like, the silver tooth to prison pipeline.
Yeah, silver tooth to prison pipeline.
And New York Times bestselling author Michael Arsenault.
And Mama kept trying to interject at any moment that she could sing, and it was like, beloved, you're not even the best singer on stage. The girl from Destiny's Child is with the Platinum Solo album. It's like, not you.
And of course, there's us,
Jade
and XD.
You can listen to new podcast episodes every week on Fridays.
Listen to Jade and XD
for free on Spotify.
And we're back. There comes a time in everybody's day where they feel like they can move weight in their head. Like when DS2 came out, I know I have moved several keys. I have definitely dealt the Miley Cyrus in the back of the Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
I usually keep that Bieber on me. You know what I mean? Just in case. Mm-hmm. And, I'm always reminded that keys open doors. But I only do that through the comfort of Spotify. So we decided to give you all a playlist of songs that will allow you to move work proverbially.
Yeah, we just thought that would be a great playlist to open up with chaos and negativity. Songs that make us feel like we are the plug.
Yeah.
Would you like to
Who
start?
Would you like to? Oh, yeah. I'm going to start with just the classic. It's also how you should do business in general. Mm-hmm. But the 10 Crack Commandments by Notorious B.I.G.
Never get high on your own supply. Number 5, never sell no crack where you rest at. I don't care if they want an ounce, tell them bounce. Number 6, that goddamn credit, get it. You think a crackhead paying you back, shit, forget it. 7, this rule is so...
Like, you never get high on your own supply.
On your own supply.
You never tell niggas what you're doing.
No.
You know what I mean? There are general rules to live by. You know what I mean?
They are.
Commandments.
If you will.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There,
One day we're going to break down the 10 Crack Commandments, but we're going to make them like life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 10 Crack Commandments. We have. we have. But we can always do it again. Why not?
Fair.
But yeah, 10 Crack Commandments,
A classico. There is a young man who has actually been in the media recently because he is engaged to a talk show host. But this young man, he looks like a Ninja Turtle. This young man is almost a pioneer, if you will, kind of. Because he came on the scene.
Mr. Snowman.
He came on the scene to basically give inclusion to dope boys and merge between the party and the plug. So my first song is White Girl by Young Jeezy.
You know we keep that white girl. Christina Aguilera. My jury too loud, homeboy, I can't hear ya. I need about 50 of them bricks to the topic. They know we run the streets, man, them boys better stop it. Fresh white tea in my all white.
You know we keep that white girl, Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
My jury too low, baby, girl, I can't hear ya. Oh, yes. Oh, Young Jeezy. Just a time in history. Do you hear me?
Yeah. My next song has Jeezy in it as well.
Share.
But the highlight of the song actually goes to a young man named Jody Breeze. This is a time where Bad Boy Entertainment decided to go beneath or below the Mason-Dixon line and begin Bad Boy South. It's where we found Young Jeezy. And it's Boys in the Hoods, Dem Boys.
Dem Boys. That is a jam.
Yeah, because them boys got work, them boys got yay.
Yeah.
Them boys got work, them boys got haze.
Oh, gosh.
Boys got hurt, them boys got hate, them boys got hurt, them boys got hate, them boys got clocks, them boys got hate, them boys got clocks, them boys got hate.
It's taking too long to lock up, bring it back.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Yeah,
a
good
jam.
times.
Good
jam.
times. I'm about to go into a binge, nigga, after this. I just want you to know. I just want you to know. Well, I'm gonna take it up north real quick because we're just gonna bounce back and forth. But this next one is by Beyonce's husband, Sir Sean Carter. Friend or foe?
Yo, state your biz. You tend to know? There it is. Me, I run the show. Oh, and these kids don't like nobody coming around here fucking with they dope and shit. You enterprising though, and I like it. But fuck with the big dog, Joe. I gotta bite you.
98.
A jam, okay? A classic in which Sir Sean Carter breaks down whether or not this person in which they are selling drugs with is an enemy or a compadre. And we know how we all watch Power. So
yeah,
we know how that goes. And The Wire.
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, there's going to be a lot of songs by this person on this playlist because they know how the inner dealings of the judicial system because they worked and dealt shit from the inside. So, Pots and Pans by Rick Ross.
Oh, I had that on my list.
Yeah.
All I need is baking soda, some pots and pans, some little eyes out the what I can. Come on. Chick at home, say I'm no good when the fuck am I? Yeah, I'm the. All I need is baking soda, some pots and pans,
There is quite a few songs by this.
Oh, a litany of Rick Ross songs. Most of Port of Miami is on my list.
That was
Come fuck
Port
with
of
that
Miami.
nigga, baby.
Oh gosh.
Hit you from the back.
All right, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't do nothing, I'm a ball. I'm riding all day like the clock on the wall. Now come and get your money, little duffel bag boy. So come and get your money, little duffel bag boy.
Bitch. Cause you ain't. Tell them shorty. So get high. Tell them Weezy. Bop, bop, or get low. Yeah. If I don't do nothing, I'm a ball. I'm counting.
I ain't never ran for a nigga and I damn sure about that. Why they just already. We should have known there was a problem then. But anyway. Duffel Bag Boy by Player Circle. Titty Boy is one half of Player Circle, formerly known as Titty Boy, now known as 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, yeah. Yeah, Duffel Bag Boy, that was the jam.
It was.
I should just piggyback off you and give you another Wayne moment where I'm a dope boy.
Okay.
Or I'm a D boy, yeah.
deep boy, bitch I'm a deep boy, oh I'm a dope boy. I got the scope and the rope for the check boy. I got money in my pocket, I got money on my block, I got the money in the power. I'm a deep boy, bitch I'm a deep boy, oh I'm a dope boy. I got the scope and the rope for the.
Yeah, that's my next track. That's what I'm gonna give.
Okay.
I'm a D boy from the Carter 2, I think. Yeah.
So yes.
Let me make sure because I need to make sure let me fact check. Okay. Yes, I'm a D boy with Birdman.
That is a good choice.
It's on the Carter 2.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, the Carter 2 in general is just a gem. My favorite is the Carter 3, but I get a lot of people a little real sensitive when it comes to the Carter.
Hey, Mr. Carter, tell me where you been.
Yeah.
The nigga love to sing on a track.
Oh, God, choices.
Gosh, choices. Speaking of choices, I have so many here. I'm just trying to figure out where to go. You know, there was a very respectable human being in the hip hop community and in the streets.
Oh, that's fitting sound effects,
right? Rest in peace to him, Mr. Pimp C of UGK. I got a pocket full of stones. You can translate that how you will, but Pocket Full of Stones by UGK.
When I first started back in 1989, I wasn't moving keys, I was barely moving dimes. Started coming up, beans recognized my face. I was paying off the law so I wouldn't catch a case.
Yeah.
Top-notch hoes get the most.
Get the most,
not the
lesser.
Words to live by.
Yeah. I would like to give honor to a new rap artist. You know, these new young niggas that they look like they don't wipe well, but they all look gay a little bit. It's weird.
Oh my God.
They all look like David Ruffin, kind of, on the face.
And act like them.
Yeah, but Pussy by Young Nudie.
Nigga really telling when they say some names. Nigga really scary when it come to flames. Nigga really scary when it time to hang. Nigga really pussy when it time to slap. Nigga really scary when they partner dash.
I only know who these people are.
Who the fuck is Young Nudie?
I only know who Young Nudie is because I was listening to Rap Caviar.
Oh, Rap Caviar will keep you up to date.
And I said, who the fuck is this?
Who is Young Nudie?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's kind of hot. Okay.
So the song is called Pussy, but it's about selling drugs?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good time.
Shout out to you, Young Nudie.
Because they call it a nigga pussy. That's what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not about pussy. Yeah.
Speaking of a nigga who calls niggas pussy, is also the neighborhood dope man. It's a song. We're keeping it down south still. By 8 Ball and MJG. Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call him Mr. Big, Mr. Big, Mr. Big. They call him Mr. Big, Mr. Big. By 8 Ball and MJG.
When he see me in distress, he said he killed the motherfucking niggas with his tech. He offered me a job, said he'd front me what I needed. I said that I was with it, dreaming one day I would be Mr. Big. Mr. Big, they call him Mr. Big, Mr. Big, Mr. Big. But not because of my size.
Wow.
A nigga you don't want to cross.
Yeah, no. That is the violence. Mayhem, if you will. My next song is he kind of looks like a purse, but I don't know. But he gave us a real one with Hustle Hard, both the original and the remix. So Ace Hood.
Oh,
you know?
Yes.
Same old shit, just a different day. Out here trying to get it each and every way. Mama need a house, baby need some shoes. Times are getting hard. Guess what I'ma do? Hustle.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're keeping it youthful.
Yeah, Ace Hood. My Chevy sitting too high. I call that Wiz Khalifa.
I still am a fan of Higher Than Giraffe Pussy.
No
but
Kiwasabi.
that's to where I like to go with my drug usage.
But yeah, he's he's married. He doesn't look like Mika Claxton anymore. He's like a fitness trainer now and stuff.
Oh,
so yeah, good for him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He got a little fine now, so yeah.
I think I want to take it back, actually. Like, back further than where I've been taking it. I'm your mother, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when you need. Want some coke, have some weed. Pusher Man by Curtis Mayfield. I'm your pusher man. That's the kind of drug dealer I want to be. I'm your pusher.
Well, if you're going to take it back, then I just recently realized that this was about drugs.
Oh, okay.
But Candy by Cameo.
This stuff is starting now. This stuff is starting now. This stuff is starting now. My eyes roll in my head. I toss and turn in my bed. In the morning when I think about
I can feel it when you walk. Even when you talk, it takes over me.
Tastes like candy.
That's more about drug usage, though. Than drug sellage.
It's all drugs here.
Oh, but then he got, I wanna know, do you feel it? Oh, he was getting high on his own supply.
Yeah.
This stuff is starting now. Oh, goddamn! It's the same feeling. I always seem to think about you. Wow. Okay.
Got that booger sugar.
Well, no judges.
No, not at all.
Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man by Master P. It's all in the title. Again, another drug dealer I would like to be like.
Fiends on my page it like I'm trying to take these fools to lunch. Going crazy in the ghettos trying to kill me. My little homies lost is like y'all fools feel me. I pack a heat cause I'm paranoid at nighttime. Runs be pulling jacks. I'm in the...
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Thank you.
Since it's GuWop Eve, all white bricks. Oh.
That was my next one. Damn, nigga.
Bricks. Yeah.
36 zips, that's a whole chick. Want a bad bitch, gotta have bricks. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I make hits, but I still take bricks. I'm like a waitress in the trap, I got something to serve.
Damn, that was my next one. Okay, you go, because now I gotta pick another one.
Probably yeah, the Clips. Keys open doors.
Keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors, keys open doors. Yo, make your skin crawl, press one button, let the wind fall. Who gon' stop us? Fuck the coppers, the mind of a kilo shopper. Seeing my life through
What is happening today? That wasn't my next
Listen.
one, but my next one? In my home, sweet home, I keep chrome next to my bones. Alters my walk to limping. Since I love the feet, I guess I'm passionately pimping. It is what it is. Oh, Virginia by the Clips.
Plenty my partners feeling like OJ. Beat murder like the shit is okay. That's what I do say. Talk the evil that men do. I'm lost in the men too. I miss you shampoo. We miss you shampoo. And your grams too.
The Jam. And we might as well just include grinding on this beat, on this list, because grinding is from ghetto to backyard to yard. I sell a whip, one whip. It's hard, yo. I'm the neighborhood pusher.
Patty cake, I'm the baker's man. I bake them cakes as fast as I can. And you can tell by how my bread stack up. Then disguise it as rap so the feds back up. Watch it, like my whip, like my chick topless. Doing a $1.06.
In Virginia, we smirked at the Simpson trial. Yes, I guess the case was wild, but what's the fuss about?
What's the fuss about?
Yeah. Plenty of my partners feeling like OJ.
Yeah.
Oh, we love the clips. Everything was about selling drugs. Everything.
Yeah, and they never minced. Never. Whatever happened to that boy, all about drugs.
Everything. They said their grandmother sold drugs, nigga. Like,
y'all was out here wilding in Virginia.
Let me tell you something. Mi gente. Well, since we said this person was going to be all up and down the list, then more cars, more dough, more money means more dough to blow.
Yes.
To blow by Rick Ross.
Stranded on death row, Machiavelli's on the make bop kicks retro. She wanna gaze at the stars through a panoramic view, pulling haze out the jars. Rick Ross, I'm the best in the flesh. Getting blessed on the jet is a way to reflect. Hard work pays off. I'm a boss, you can tell.
Another drug dealer. I would also like to blow money.
Same.
Mm-hmm. What you got?
God. Well, I'm gonna assume this song is by a newer artist, and it's kind of like the aftermath of what would happen if you did not pay your pusher.
Mm-hmm.
So, Toe Tag by Freddie Gibbs. The name, it's in the text.
Right. Freddie Gibbs, I'll allow it.
Yeah, Freddie Gibbs,
Hand it over from the back standing. I was on the rush, creams and the yak shannon. I just took my Russian home to Malibu, Tanama. Push the pussy off the beach, you got it on camera. Fuck the club, I'm in the basement with the pack, bagging up. Told my mama I stopped serving.
Not Jesus.
Not Jesus Gibbs. You are.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to take it new. I'm taking it back again.
Mm-hmm.
Street dreams are made of these. Shorties on their knees for niggas with big cheese. Who am I to disagree? Everybody's looking for something. Street Dreams by Nas.
What? Street dreams are made of these. Niggas push beamers and 300 E's. A drug dealer's destiny is reaching a key. Everybody's looking for something. Street dreams are made of these. Shorties on their knees.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. What you got? This is fun. It's like a versus for drugs.
Yeah. 9-piece. Straight 8 ball.
Oh!
Nigga, straight 8 ball. 9-piece by Rick Ross and T.I.
Yeah.
Hotter than a sauna in the summer, nigga think I'm playing around. If you wanna bring the thunder and the lightning like Poseidon, if you trying me. On my Warren Buffett shit, that monkey shit behind me.
And I'm gonna add another one, Rubber Band Band by T.I. So hot.
Damn!
Hey, T.I.P. You know your folk be staying down on the road, man. Rolling all the way from Florida, MIA, on up to Duval, on up to Tennessee. A lot of the real niggas be showing love, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it.
Who am you? Damn, Daniel. Yeah. All right. If you owe me $10, you ain't giving me $9. We already had him on the list, but say hello to the bad guy. Bitch, I'm the bad guy.
Say hello to the bad guy. They say I'm a bad guy. I come from the bottom, but now I'm mad fly. They say I'm a menace, never picture they paint. They say a lot about me, let me tell you what I am. They say I'm a bad guy. Say hi to the bad guy.
Jay-Z, another Sean Carter hit. about being a sophisticated drug dealer.
That's fair.
Thank you very much. What you got?
What
you got, Teddy?
Well.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 M's in my bank account.
What?
M's in my bank account.
Oh, yeah.
Just so I can go faster. Niggas tryna copy me, they plan catch a tunnel. I might pull up in a ghost, no Casper tunnel. I been smoking gas and I got no. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's.
You are. I love how you're included the youth.
Yeah. I like young nigga rap. I just can't listen to it all the time.
No.
Because it's like, because they end up talking like this.
They do, but it be having a beat
have
in
like
the background.
onomatopoeias.
Yeah, but they just like, it's like a constant loop of like ecstasy and like MD. It's just like,
It's like, and they do like squeak, skirt, squirt, squeaky, 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 ooh, slinky, slinky. And it's like, all right, get to the words.
It's real monochromatic. It's real monochromatic.
Yeah, they all rapping emojis, and it's just like, what the fuck? Did y'all not have CNC growing up?
No.
Use your words.
Well, that also reminds me of how my mother used to react to my music. And one of those songs, which also happens to make this playlist, is Tuesdays and Thursdays by the Hot Boys.
Yeah.
What is a Lil Wayne? That's what my mother used to
Hiding, and they don't give a fuck what shape and sizing. Lock you down, prison rate steady rising.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you better watch for the sweet. Look, them people gon' act an ass if you get caught on the street. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you better watch for the sweet. Look, them people gon' act an ass.
What is a young Turk, Jade?
Right. What does that mean?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, because that's when they would come do the sweep in New Orleans. Is what Juvenile told us. What you got?
Interesting.
You want to do what? One more each?
Yeah, let's do one more each. I'm trying to give you a really, really good one. Okay. My last one, in which I don't even know why we didn't open with this.
I know exactly what you're about to do.
Like,
Mike will
Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope, baby.
Future, move that dope.
Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope and move that dope and move that dope.
Move that dope.
Young nigga move that dope.
Yeah, young nigga move that dope. Like
a fitting jam.
Yeah.
A fitting jam.
My honorary mention was gonna be Gangbang Music by Too Short. That's for
I'm surprised you didn't
another
do.
time.
Did you do where you was at?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No.
That's not going to be my
Stuck
last
with
one because I refuse to close out with a Future song. So I'm going to end it with a classico off of a classic hip hop album by a phenomenal duo, pioneers in the game, Outkast, West Savannah.
A Fraser home is in the house. Yeah. A Cloverdale is in the house. Yeah. Savannah GA is in the house. So check it. February 1st, 1975 it happened. Was born in West Savannah.
A story. Okay, this a story. Yeah, Big Boy tells the tales of how he started off in his grandma's house, and it goes from there. If you are not hip to equipment, I get hip, nigga. That is an album for your black ass or whatever ass you have. But that's it. That's our playlist.
You did it.
Yeah, chaos and negativity. Niggas, we feel like we sell drugs.
Yeah. Hopefully you do too.
I hope so. I hope you feel like you are pushing the biggest of weight. Call yourself Ghost, nigga.
Right. This playlist will be up in a couple days. We will put it on our socials. And, yeah.
We'll see y'all next week. Make sure you tell everybody to tune into Spotify. Make sure you follow Jaden XD. Will pop up automatically in your library once that happens, and that's how you can continue to support us. Make sure you continue to share. It is free, as you know, because you're already here, because you're the only ones able to listen. So shout out to all 24 of you.
Yeah. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Still smell the blow on my clothes like Krispy Kreme. I was cooking them all like horseshoes. I was